Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and as you'll see, I am joined by Barb today, and we are going to do a haul video for you. So, I've got items that I picked up at the flea market, and so does she, along with a couple other places. And I'm just gonna jump right on in here and show you what we got. So, I guess you can go first.
Okay, let's start with this large item.
Yeah.
Kind of large. Okay, so this is a nice handled vase. It's got moirage details. Let's see.
Yes.
If we can, you're better at this than me.
Marginally. So it's these beautiful painted, all hand painted flowers. And I love these handles. They're very oriental, Asian inspired looking with a touch of Art Deco. Like it just has that feel. I love it so much. I don't know, would you say probably around the 1900s? 1915 at the latest?
I have a lot of trouble with these things, so if anybody knows more about this type of thing, you know, go ahead and write it in the comments.
Yeah, let us know, because this is actually a gap in my knowledge, both of our knowledge.
And this one is not marked Nippon or made in Japan. It reminds me of Nippon.
It's not marked at all, which leads me to believe that it was a made in Japan sticker that has since come off. So if it was a sticker, then we're probably, I don't know, it could be anywhere from the 20s, 30s. There's lots of crazing throughout though, and it's just a really interesting vessel, all in all.
It has a chip at the bottom.
Yeah, just a tiny little chip.
Well, that's actually, that one you're pointing to, I thought that was a manufacturer thing, but then on this other side here,
I do see it.
There's like an old chip.
So small
you
though.
See it,
Are you gonna sell this online?
I don't know. I feel like from when I try to look these up, I don't feel like
they really
it would
usually
sell for a lot because of it's not in, you know, perfect or closer to perfect condition.
It's just unique. I can't imagine there being a lot of those out there.
And
I haven't looked,
yeah,
but
the reason that I got it was because the lady offered $3, so that was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
She had like $5.50 on it, and then
I pretty much talked you into getting that too. I mean, I'm glad that you did. I should have, honestly, but hey, that's okay. Okay, at that same flea market, I got, let's go with this little owl here. So I haven't bought anything like this in a while. It's made of Lucite, that plastic material, very fun. Look at the owl. I just love the color. It has like this stained glass kind of quality to it, but it's plastic. Very fun 1970s. It was originally marked $6 and I paid $5. What a bargain. But no, I am probably gonna sell this for, oh, I don't know. What do you think, like just under $30 with shipping?
yeah, and it's really nice for fall.
It's beautiful.
Got a fall look to it.
I love this one so much. So I'll show you up close. Just really pretty there. You can see all the details. Yeah, and the sun hits it really nicely. No real issues, but it's a napkin holder. I didn't say that. Or you could put your mail in there. That's another great idea.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Full of ideas. Okay, you also got this really cool thing here that I'm kind of jealous of now.
Which one?
The candy thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very unique and it's just really cool.
So it's a lot like a biscuit jar. It's got the same type of handle and these little things on the side there to hold the handle. And it's definitely old. It's not marked on the bottom. It's got a lot of crazing. But
it's like this airbrushed paint job, which is really fun, really retro looking. And without any identification on it, we were sort of stumped. And we didn't quite know who made it, when it was from, anything. But we did happen to find it. I looked on WorthPoint, and I'll put a link in the description if you are not familiar with WorthPoint, because it's a great service that I find a lot of information on, including pricing data. But I found out after you scoured the web, couldn't find anything on it.
No, I couldn't find anything on eBay.
She came over and was like, I don't know, I still don't know. And I'm like, give me a minute. It wasn't 1 minute later that I found out who it was. This is made by Lipper and Mann, M-A-N-N. And it's a ceramics company from Japan. The sticker has since worn off, but these would have came in, this one says candies, but I've also seen them in, what was the other two?
Peanuts.
Peanuts and
Lollipops.
Lollipops. So they made a few different ones and different sizes, but this is so cool. And I think you paid 11.
Yeah, she had 15 on it and I offered 10 and she said she would do 11, I think. Something like that, but it was definitely 11.
It was $11.
Yeah. It's just unique, and wouldn't that be cute now that we know there's like peanuts and lollipops? Wouldn't that be cute to have them all lined up or something?
Yes,
I don't know.
It's so unique, and they're very rare. Like, I mean, you don't see them. And by the way, Lipper and Man, that company also did a lot of Christmas decor. So the ceramic little figurines, funnily enough, is that a word? I always say that, funnily.
I think so.
Funny enough.
It's gotta be funnily.
Funnily? That sounds funny. Oddly
Strangely,
enough.
yes.
Strangely, oddly, weirdly enough. Also in that video, the one from yesterday, when we were at that place, that booth, they had but we're talking about a different booth here. Oh. We were at another booth in that same place, the same flea market, and they had these Noel characters. That's also by the same company. So it's Noel, they're separate little figurines, and they had cats crawling out of them. And that's the same company, strangely enough.
But those were not marked either.
They were not marked.
When we looked at them that day, like, we both like those type of things, but I don't know. They were $25,
yes,
right? And
$25.
Maybe we could have doubled or even tripled, but we didn't really think so at the time, I guess. We weren't sure.
Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood either.
Yeah.
So part of me thinks there was some damage. I really am believing that because...
Yeah. There probably was. We just forgot.
If not, I'm telling myself.
Yes.
So all in all, that's really awesome. That candy thing, just really unique. I think you're probably gonna keep it. So.
Yeah, here's the deal with my stuff. I don't know if I'm keeping it or selling it. If anybody really wants something, I might sell it. We'll see. But the candy thing, I paid up a little bit more for that, so
I would keep that because that is so unique.
Yeah.
And you don't see them. This next thing I purchased is actually the first thing I bought whenever I got to the flea market. It's these wonderful brass fish. So they were $10. There's 3 of them. I was astounded at that price whenever he said it. I almost didn't ask because usually whenever you see stuff like this, here's only one of them. Usually whenever you see stuff like this, they're marked up. So this is one of the fish right here. I'll tell you what I expect to get in just a second. Here's the larger one. It's like a little fish family. Now that's pretty large right there. And you can hang them. See, there's these little rings. So you can easily hang those. And then the last fish is the smallest, the baby fish right there. Really cute. And they're actually in great shape without much tarnishes or anything, really. So I'm hoping that, I paid $10. I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to sell them for, with shipping included, about $75. So that might be a little bit, I don't know, like gung-ho, but we're gonna try it out. I just think they're really awesome. And I don't think that there's a lot of them out there. So that's pretty fun. Whoa.
They're heavy, I guess.
No, they're just awful. So you're really into
restaurant
wear right now.
Yes.
That's sort of your hobby.
That's my problem right now.
Hobby. And this one right here is a divided dinner plate, which is pretty fun.
I think from what I have seen that they actually call this a grill plate. Now why, I'm not sure. I haven't figured that out, but maybe, I don't know.
Maybe someone else knows, I don't.
So this is made by Sterling China, although this pattern has, been used for lots of different dinnerware.
Really?
Yes, it's called Blue Willow, but I guess this is Red Willow because it's red. So I don't know how close we want to get it or need to get it, but I'm not sure how old it is. I've been trying to figure that out because the Sterling China back stamp on here does not have a date code. And then I have found a website that's helpful for these type of things.
There you go, that focused nicely.
But it doesn't have, I can't find it on there exactly. And
restaurant wear, if you've never really messed with it, is noted for having a heavy weight to it. So that's what this does. And it was used in the restaurant industry and diners and other restaurants like that. But it is really cool. It's is it like a, what's it called? Like a vitreous china? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is just really fun. I do love the compartments on here. And I wonder if they call that flow red in this case. But it's a
they
type...
call it red willow.
I know, but they have something called flow blue.
I know, but isn't that different than blue willow?
And willow, I think, refers to the tree.
Okay.
But I don't see many willow
all I know
trees
is that all the patterns of this, like, while they may vary a little bit, they all have like the house and the tree and these lovebirds, and it's very similar, but then they're slightly different. So
I think that this is a transfer ware. I mean, part of me thinks that, and part of me thinks it looks all hand done.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense. It's transfer ware. This is made to be commercially made, so it's a transfer had been put onto the bisque pottery and then fired and all that jazz.
And this one is not in the very best shape or anything, but they said they'd do $1, so that was a no-brainer. I was actually watching, or I had that same plate on my favorites on Etsy, which I realized when I got home, so I was like, for $1, why not?
I'll say. I actually bought a couple plates myself, so I bought some milk glass plates. I got these 2 for one price. I think it was $24. $24. They were originally $30. I think 15 and 15 separately, and I just bought them both. So I did pay up for these. I'll show you actually. I'll explain a little bit more. But this one is of owls, and you'll see that there's these blue lace work here. What's left of some hand-painted flowers, and then this gold paint up here. And then I also have this really adorable plate of kittens. I just love that. So these are made, I believe, by Westmoreland, and they have this open lace edging right here. And they are actually patented. I don't see it on this one, but this one right here says patented 1901. So this is that early American milk glass that I'm currently into myself. So these are some really awesome plates, and I don't know if I would have bought it except for the fact that I was just at an antique store a couple weeks ago. I have a video on this if you're wanting to watch it. And I saw this one, I think it was, with the owls.
Was it? I don't think it was, because I like that one a lot. Yeah. Actually,
wrong. It was neither one of these. It was chickens, baby chicks. And they had one plate for $24. So I thought about it. I looked on WorthPoint real quick, saw that they're pretty much going for $24. And so whenever I saw these at the flea market, I just had to buy them. So I pretty much bought them for half of their value. And if I want to sit on them for a little bit, I can and maybe get more than $24 a piece. But since I bundle shipping and everything, I'm looking at maybe doing about just under $40 a plate. And I think I'll make a little bit more than $24 each if you want to look at it that way. So I think I'll do pretty good on these. There's enough paint on here that I think it's really cool. And a way that I saw people displaying these is you could hang some ribbon throughout the top 2 holes here, this one, and then hang it on your wall. So that's a really great set of plates right there. Okay, and then also in keeping with milk glass, we're gonna change gears a little bit. We went to another store. This is gonna be a video that has not posted yet, but this will give you a little taste of it. So I bought quite a lot of this milk glass, but Barb got one thing. She claimed one item.
Yeah, you found the whole group at the same time, and I just pretty much said, oh, I want that one.
Usually it's the other way around, because whenever we're out and I have the camera, I have to move so slow, and I'm like, and you're like over there and like, oh, look what I found, look what I found. And I'm like, darn it. So this time around, I was lucky enough to find something first, but we have this wonderful decanter here.
Now, I'm not exactly, it's hard to say. I feel like sometimes this is called a decanter, but what it is, I think, is part of a dresser set. So
is that perfume in there or what?
Well, I don't know. It wouldn't be perfume, but I haven't figured or researched that enough to figure that out. But I think a lot of times it would be this and then a bunch of the other little pieces sitting together on a vanity or dresser. Yeah, there's like a dresser set. I see them all the time. A few of you have actually said something about wedding boxes. I don't really know what that means. Maybe you were hinting that they were wedding box gifts that you could. No, there's a thing that's a wedding box, but I don't. But I had a, you know, like my milk glass over there. They called that, one person called it, at least one person said it was a wedding box. Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
I've always thought that they were just vanity boxes and you'd put,
I don't know,
things in there.
Yeah, that's a little stopper, and the flowers have worn off a lot, but
That's so common. It's just, you have to take it.
yeah, it's probably not going to do that, but you know how it goes.
Yeah. I know how it goes. There we go.
So, yes, but these don't seem to be, you know, super popular, but it's so nice to get your hands on such a nice old piece of glass to me. Like, I don't know.
They are not really that desirable right now. Milk glass isn't a huge collectible item, but that's beside the point. We're having fun ourselves with it right now. Probably years ago, maybe 15, 20 years ago, milk glass probably had a stronger hold on the collectible market, but right now we're just a little bit dry. I'm okay with that. I think it's gonna turn around. It's bound to. But all in all, I think that's really cool. And as you'll see in the following video in a couple days, I found quite a lot more of that milk glass that I'm really excited about myself. And the prices were outstanding. That there, you paid like $3?
Yeah.
$2.99. Wow, what an amazing thing. And it probably is worth somewhere around $25 to $30 just by itself. That's my going off of thinking. Is that right?
I think, I mean, I would say 20 at the least.
20 at the least, 30 at the most, probably. Do another.
Okay.
Yeah.
What should I do? Back to the flea market or this?
Do that. Okay. So another thing that she bought at that same store is this really cool candy thing.
Whatever a candy bucket or
a Halloween candy bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had seen this same one. I don't know where I first saw it, but I remember around last Halloween looking on eBay, and I almost bought one for $10, and I didn't, and it sold. But now I found it for 50 cents, so that's fun. It's from the 90s, I believe, and it's marked Carolina Enterprises, but then on the bottom on this one, that's the Empire.
Yeah,
so I'm
it's
not
the
really
E with the crown logo.
Not really. That probably won't pick up. It's so.
Yeah.
It's just
It's right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
beautiful.
Yeah. So
really awesome. Awesome black cat, like a hard blow mold type of a plastic. So, and I actually have one of those myself. Not that one at all. It's just a pumpkin, and you can't even see it in this video. Usually I'm angled slightly the other way and you can see that pumpkin guy, but anyway, that's a really cool thing there. My last thing I'm going to show you, and then she'll round it out. She has a couple more things, is this little candle holder thing. I always forget what they're called, a candle holder. And it has this wonderful little pink rose on there. I love it, and it's actually in really beautiful shape. As you'll see, there's just no cracks or anything, and the wonderful gold gilding all around. This was only $1 at Goodwill, so that's really great. Now, this is the type of item that I'm just gonna stick in my antique booth because they don't really sell for that much, and what is one of these things gonna do for anybody? I mean, it looks beautiful, but it's a little bit harder of a sale to do. So I'm gonna put this in the booth, hope to get about, I don't know, what do you think, like $8?
Yeah.
I'll try.
I wonder if anyone collects random candle holders, like singles.
People collect anything.
There's gotta be somebody, but.
So I think that'll be a cute item for even my 50s booth. It kind of lends itself to that. It's, it's not a kitchen item, but there it is either way. So, that trip to Goodwill wasn't the best.
No, and yeah, I got one item, you got one item, and our total was what?
40 cents?
Yeah.
40 cents. So her one item, she'll show you right here that she bought.
And I only got this because I
pressured her to buy it.
Yeah. So it has an owl, and it was made by the Children's Art Collection. So I guess
that's not an owl.
It's not.
I thought it was a monster.
Okay, I guess you're right. This whole time I thought it was an owl. I don't know. We'll see
or
what people
frog.
think it is.
I've never seen a green owl.
Well, a child colored this. They could make it any color they wanted. But the best part or the worst part is the saying, obviously. I can't read it. We're gonna have to put it down.
It says you're ugly and your mother dresses you funny.
So I did look this up, and I didn't find a lot, but I did find another one, and the other one had a funny saying also. I don't remember what it was, but I wonder if the kids like that drew the picture made this saying. I don't know. It is marked Japan on the bottom, but I'm not exactly sure if it could be from the 60s or what, but it doesn't seem that old to me, but it is marked Japan. So
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It's not even a matter of the age. I think it's just one of those kind of whimsical things.
Yeah.
You actually only have one more thing to go yourself, don't you?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. So yeah, this was back at the flea market, and this is the box. So it is some Heavenly Noel Angels, and they're made by Commodore Japan. And I guess we probably should have gotten them out. So they were $2, and it does have a repair. I don't even know if I checked it over to see if there's another repair or not. Oh yeah, because see, the wing is off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but for $2 with stuff like this, I just, you know, I'm not gonna pass it up for $2. But yeah, she's not in good shape, but the others seem to be okay. She has a big repair, and she's missing her wing back there.
So these would have held little birthday type candles, like 4-inch size candles. And it is marked on the bottom, Commodore Japan. Commodore. Well. We'll do. Okay, that's all right. You got the idea. Yeah. Commodore Japan. And
it's on the box too.
Right. It's a set of 4 ceramic angels. They're probably from the 50s time frame. And it's awesome that the box is included. So.
Yeah, I always like it when the box is there. It's just fun to have those old boxes. For $2, it's, you know, kind of a no-brainer for me. Some people might pass it up because of the damage, you know, automatically.
I wouldn't have bought them.
But I just like old vintage Christmas so much that that's what I don't know. I was kind of in the mood to find some, so.
Yeah, too bad you weren't in the mood to buy the $25
I know.
kittens that are worth double.
I don't know what I was thinking on that.
Me either, really. But anyways, hopefully you liked that haul. It's kind of sort of a fun way back and forth to do it. And I know we haven't had Barb on in a while for her items she's found. So anyways, hopefully you liked that.
Yeah, we didn't do a very good job maybe like with what's for sale or not for sale. But
you said you don't even know.
I know, I guess I did. So it's.
Is anything for sale?
I don't know. Well, this thing's definitely for sale. If anyone's interested, let me know.
Now, I thought you were going to keep that.
Well, it's a fun mug, but I'm into restaurantware mugs right now, and my cabinet is filling up. So
it's all right. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.